Okay, welcome everybody, and I would love to welcome you on today's show. And we have an amazing guest, Janeen Sam, who is by profession qualified accountant, right? But her passion is to empower people, to help people to expand their way of thinking and guide them towards the victory. So, Janeen, maybe you can tell more about yourself. How did it happen that from the accountant you just end up in this amazing, and very important field?
Yeah, thanks, Krishna. It's lovely to be here. So I qualified as an accountant and very much, focused on logic. But when I went into the work I got pretty high up, I started to realize that I wasn't waking up excited in the morning. And that didn't make me feel good. I felt like I was doing work, but I felt like this little, hamster on this treadmill that kept on going. And so I started looking for my own purpose. And I also had like these self-doubt thoughts as high achievers. We often think that we're not good enough, even though other people are looking at you and saying, wow, they're high achievers. There was that little voice in me that said I wasn't good enough. So as a result of that, I started my own journey. And through that journey, I realized what my purpose is. And that is helping people to find their journeys, to empower themselves so they can start living a life they love with purpose and passion. So that's how I got into where I am now, Krishna.
Well, that's exciting. That's really exciting. So, tell me why this is so important to set such a purposeful goal for people.
Yeah, Krishna, what I discovered for myself was when people asked me in the beginning, how much money I wanted to earn. In my head, I was like, oh, I want to earn like, a big number. So let's say I wanted to earn like $200,000 a year. But I was afraid of saying that. And I would always say, oh, if I could earn like 100,000, that would be good. And so when I said that, I wasn't really being authentic to myself. And also when I thought of that goal, it wasn't something that really excited me, right? And it didn't excite me because it wasn't something that was really, I didn't have a real purpose behind it. And it was only until I found a purpose, like why I want to wake up in the morning. I want to help people. I want to go on vacation. I want to travel. I want to fly business class. I want to be able to, go and stay in beautiful hotels and eat great, beautiful food. It was only when I started to imagine those opportunities and things that financial money could bring for me that I discovered really why I wanted the 200,000, first of all, and also that I wanted to empower people. And so when I started to feel that purpose, I started to get more excited about getting out of bed. And when you're excited to get out of bed every morning, it's like when you go on vacation, you wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, right? Yes. You're excited to wake up. But when you have to go to work, it's like the alarm goes off and you put the buzzer on and you put the buzzer on and you're not inspired. But so when you have that really purposeful goal that is really meaningful to you, you will be excited to wake up in the morning like you're on vacation and it's not like you ever have to work another day. So that's why it's so important to have a goal that is purposeful, that is yours and no one else's.
That's exactly, I got excited right now, because that's exactly what happened to me, that I found the goal and that whole life changes completely. And the quality of life changes. So that's amazing. So, but a lot of people have those goals, let's say. They want to be healthy. They want to eat right. They want to lose weight. And then they procrastinate. And then, they want to do it for the first 2 days and then they are gone.
Yeah.
How to understand what's the real cause of that procrastination?
Yeah, so Krishna, I could go on this topic for forever, but what I can say, and I just like in this short period of time, is the reason why a lot of people procrastinate is because psychologists, professionals, and they'll talk about different parts of the mind. But for me, what I discovered is that there are two main focuses of the mind that are so important. The first one is the conscious mind, and that's where we gather all the knowledge from. We go to school, we study, and we learn and everything. But doesn't mean to stay that you studied and you learned and you know it in your head that you're going to take action, right?
That's correct.
What happens is that we actually take action on what we call the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the emotional mind. So when you think about it, when you are feeling emotionally in a certain way, when you're confident, like let's say, for example, I'm confident at driving. So I'm confident at driving, so I will take the action to go and drive. But somebody who doesn't know how to drive, they know maybe technically they've read all the books, they've learned, they've passed the tests on paper, they know technically how to drive a car, but they don't believe on a subconscious level that they can drive a car. So they won't get in the car and drive, right?
Right,
And
like losing weight, the same.
Yes,
They can
same.
read all the books about, all the diets, how to lose weight, and they don't lose the weight.
Yes, and they don't lose the weight because they know it on a conscious level that it is possible for them. But what needs to happen, Krishna, is that the shift in terms of the change and the programming is that they need to change their subconscious mind. And once you change your subconscious programming, and that is our belief systems, Krishna, that's what we believe about ourselves. That is our what we call a self-image. Like if you think about yourself as somebody who's confident, your self-image is a confident self-image. So you will confidently take action, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't feel confident and you feel like you're not good enough, and other people are better than you, or you will never ever lose weight, if that is your belief system, Krishna, doesn't matter how hard you try, you will lose some weight, you will gain weight again. You will lose some weight, but you'll gain even more to come back to where your programming of your subconscious has been set. And that is the main reason for procrastination. That's the big reason for procrastination. So, I could, like I said, I could go on this topic forever, but it's a challenge. And I actually just recently created a checklist that gives you 7, strategies for helping you to build your self-confidence. And it actually also helps to go overcome procrastination. So, I'm excited about it. But anyway, I don't know why I got into that. So that's the reason why people procrastinate.
Yeah, that's amazing because, it's like needs to be transformation of care. And that it's very difficult to do it by yourself. Because I know some people that will say, repeat to themselves all the time something, but if they don't get connected emotionally to that, nothing is going to happen, right? So if anybody would like, and this is so important because you really can achieve anything in your life, right? Whatever you want, but you need to change inside, and you need somebody to help you with this. It's extremely difficult to do it by yourself, as far as I understand it. Right?
Absolutely, and it's really the accountability. Like a lot of my clients, they come to me because I will keep them accountable. And sometimes I ask uncomfortable, hard questions, not because I want to, make them uncomfortable, but because when I bring that to their awareness, then they can see where they are and they can start making a change and putting a strategy into place so that they can get to where they want to get to. Yeah. So
yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting because now the new life opens up for you. So that new life can include more fun, more laughter, more travel, and everything what you were just talking about, right?
Yes.
Because now they can start believing that they can get it.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
how important is that fun in all this process?
Because that's funny. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it by hard way. So why not to have some fun?
Yeah, and Krishna, you mentioned fun, because that's one of the mottos that I have for my clients is you've got to start making sure and remembering that fun is part of your work. Right. I used to sit at my desk when I was working as an employee. I used to work all day long and I used to get so stressed up, and I never used to want to have fun. And when people were having fun, I was like, oh, they should be working hard. How can they not work? They need to be working to get paid for the hours. But what I've learned, Krishna, is that fun is part of the work. And what do I mean by that, right? Because, if you know Albert Einstein, and I'm sure you know Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein, yeah, everybody knows
personally,
Albert Einstein. Though. We know of Albert Einstein. But what Albert Einstein really, he talks about, he says everything is energy. Everything is energy, and everything is vibrating on a certain frequency, right? Everything is energy. You pick up your cell phone. If I want to phone you, Krishna, I have to know your number exact. If I press in the last wrong digit, then I'm not going to get a hold of you, right? So the thing is that everything else is also frequency.
Yes.
And when we start to have more fun in our life, we start to emotionally feel better, right? And remember earlier I said to you, we are programmed on the subconscious level. So if we don't change the subconscious programming, we will never ever create the change that we want. So when we are having fun, Krishna, what it allows us to do is it allows us to feel more relaxed. We feel more energized. We are calmer. And when we're on that frequency of calm fun, then we can start creating and manifesting and attracting everything that we desire. So that's why fun is such an important part of the work. When you're having fun, you're on the receiving mode of more fun things. But if you're not having fun, guess what? Everything is still working. You are still using the laws. And if you're upset and angry and stressed, you're also on a frequency, and you are going to receive on that frequency as well. So it's so important to, throughout the day, find 2 or 3 minutes that you can get away from your desk and just do something that's going to allow you to have some fun, or just reset your mind into that mode of relaxation and just flow and ease. So that's why, Krishna, fun is part of the work.
Oh, that's wonderful, Janeen. It seems to me like attitude is everything then. Because if you have the wrong attitude and you try to force something, many people try to force it, like you said, you try to force your results through hard work only. But I feel still hard work is important, but it's the attitude, when you do your work, right? It's that everything what you can get what you want.
Yeah, I think that when we, like, I love to reframe the hard work to a commitment to your work. When you set yourself standards, you have certain expectations. And when you set yourself those expectations, you can achieve them when you set yourself a standard. And that standard may be your work ethic of your commitment to your work. That may also be defined as hard work. But for me, it's really about, I have a high work ethic and I'm committed to doing my work. So that is the work. But then having that fun part to create with it as well is just like magical. You were saying, earlier when we were chatting outside of this call, it's about like a cake mix. You've got to have the right combination of the mix of the fun and the commitment and the integrity, and putting the hours to create. And absolutely,
but then it would be fun creating. That's why people say I never work an hour in my life, because although they work from morning to night, because they have fun. They love what they are doing. Thank you so much, Janeen. So let me sum it up. So that means we first set up a goal which is purposeful. Then we have to reprogram it. So this we have the stop our procrastination. And finally, we put ourselves in the right vibration through having fun in order to have that goal which we set up and it to flourishing, right? Am I getting it right?
Absolutely. And it's really just, going for making it purposeful and having fun and reprogramming that subconscious mind. And that's the biggest one, to reprogram the subconscious mind. And yeah,
so would it
fun.
be a health goal? Would it be a money goal? Would it be a career goal? Whatever goal, it's up to you, whichever goal you set up, and all is following those principles. So Janeen, if anybody would love to have your help, and because I see that that's a big thing in life, gives you a purpose, gives you happiness, gives you everything. So how they can get your help?
Yeah, so Krishna, a great way to connect with me is through LinkedIn, and I can share my link. But as I mentioned earlier, I actually created a checklist of 7 strategies that will help you to build your self-confidence. And that will actually help you to slowly also reprogram the subconscious mind by just taking these little actions. You will then start to see different results and different confidence in yourself, and that reprogramming, and then also having more fun. So I think that's the best way. I'd love to offer that to everybody out there to enjoy, and then also connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'll share that with Krishna as well. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So we will put the link to your to this under the video, right?
Yeah, I can absolutely share that with you, Krishna. I can share the 7 strategies. I can share that, and then I can also share my link to LinkedIn, and people can connect with me there, ask questions, follow me. I often put a lot of free resources and articles and that on my LinkedIn, so people can enjoy that, and if they want to reach out, they can connect with me there.
Thank you so much, Janeen. It was a pleasure having you. I hope that you will join us again sometime. And for everybody else, if you have any questions, you know how to find me. And also, we will give you a link how to find Janeen. Thank you very much. We would like you to have your life purposeful and happy, and so that you can enjoy every single day of your life. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.